Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Slake Starcraft here, bringing you guys another pro game broadcast. This is going to be from the Zotac Cup, and it's going to be between EmpireHappy in the 9 o'clock position, the Red Terran, and we have ExcuseMe in the 12 o'clock position, the Blue Zerg, and it's going to be on the map Metalopolis. So, I don't know what you guys are interested in seeing, but I hope to see a good series. I believe this is a best out of 5, so it's the first 3 games. They will be advancing to the next bracket. I'm pretty sure this is just in the qualifying, but I will have to double check after I guess the first game is has been casted, and then I'll double check and get back to you guys. So, as many of you guys might know, EmpireHappy, obviously, he's a very good top tier Terran. He used to be actually one of the best, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just quickly look up the stats here for him to figure out what rank he is and whatnot. But in the meantime, this game's just going to get underway. So, yep, we do have his barracks going down, which is obviously standard. We have ExcuseMe here going for a hatchery first build, so that's very nice. He's going to be a bit greedy, but he's basically expecting Happy to not be going for sort of a 2-base proxy, or sorry, a 2-racks proxy rather. And he's going to get the scout in here and see that, yeah, the barracks is going down inside his base, and Happy should be following it up with a command center of his own. So yeah, this is going to be Happy, the European Starcraft 2 player. He's 21 years old, and yeah, he's recently been, I believe he's top 10 in the ladder in Europe, so he's doing very well for himself, and he should be thrown out of the command center very, very shortly because he has the 4 minerals floating, and there he throws it down. So it's going to be a very standard game, no sort of cheese happening from either player. It should be fairly good to watch, so we will just get underway. One thing I did want to mention, guys, is I've been getting a lot more subscribers, and I thank you guys for that. I've been getting nothing but good feedback as well, saying that my casts are very good. And I've had a couple more people come to me for tutoring as well, so everything is just going super well. I do also have a Facebook group up now, guys, so if you want to show me your love and support me, I will definitely put that link in the description below, and you can take a look at it and like the page, and as always, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah. So we do have the double gas going down for Happy, which signals that he probably is going to go for either some reactor Hellions or maybe even some Banshees, and he does throw down his factory there, so it's most likely going to be a reactor Hellion build. It could very well get into Cloaked Banshees, which actually I do really like. It's one of the builds that I think is not used often enough versus Zerg, because, I mean, you know, all they got to defend is queens and maybe some spore crawlers, but the Zerg is definitely gonna have to invest in a lot of structures and whatnot to defend that. And I mean, it doesn't cost the Terran too much, and as well, the Banshees will prevent any sort of roach timings, as well as it'll help get map control. So I believe it's sort of a win-win for the Terran. I don't see any problem with that. If I was a Terran, I would probably do that every single time. So we do have, I guess he's going to go for both. So he's going to have Reactor Hellions, and he's going to have the Banshees coming out, I'm pretty sure. The other option he does have is to go for the medevac and do like a 4 Banshee drop into the, or 4 Hellion rather, and drop into the main base, ExcuseMe. So either or is a very viable strat. I do see the tech lab going down for Happy, so it should be coming into a Banshee build. Overlord here, ready for ExcuseMe to pop in. He should be sending that in about the 7-minute mark, but although this Marine is still controlling, so it may be a bit harder. We do have a couple roaches on the way, actually. excuse me, going in for the Roach all in, it looks like here. So I didn't catch that. Sorry about that, guys. I was too focused on EmpireHappy's build. But ExcuseMe is straying far from the build. He is nothing but not standard here. He's going for the kill right here with roaches. 7 roaches here at the moment. A couple more reinforcing from the rear. But this bunker is not looking like it's going to go anywhere. Hellions are trying to hold it off. Bunker is going to fall now. Happy's going to retreat inside the main base, and he's likely going to wait for this Banshee. And this is what I was talking about, guys. The Banshee, if it can get it out fast enough, it is going to ward away the roaches. But roaches have so much HP, and they're so strong that they can just basically just keep attacking and ignore the Banshee, if you will. And I mean, they are eventually going to die, but it's going to take the Banshee a long time to kill off all the roaches. So we do have the tech lab here about to go down. His cloaking is almost done. Is he going to be able to save it? Just barely in the red there. We're going to see, oh, and Happy is able to repair it and save that cloaking. So ExcuseMe going to be super far behind now, I believe, once this gets cleaned up. I mean, Happy already killing SCV is not the greatest thing against the Terran. I mean, it is good, but I mean, the mules are able to recover so well, and when Happy's on 2 bases here, it's going to be extremely hard to get back into this game. And I feel like, well, ExcuseMe has droned up in the in behind this, so it wasn't all the way all in, if you will. The Terran has lost more resources, but you have to remember that equal bases. I mean, Zerg is very far behind. Cloaking is now done. He just got that first spore down, which is fantastic timing for ExcuseMe. Just out of range of the spore colony, and his queen has to be careful not to get taken out. But yeah, Happy's going to be able to take out a handful of drones here now. Banshee's up to 9 kills already from those roaches and the lings in the past, but takes out that queen. Oh my god, and Happy coming in with the second Banshee here. He's going to lose maybe another queen possibly, and this is going to be absolutely terrible for ExcuseMe. Oh, just barely lives 1 HP, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Hellions running in from the back as well. Going to get some drone kills. How many are we at? Oh my lord, and this is going to be ugly for ExcuseMe, losing actually not too many. If we look here, it's 20 SCVs to 33 drones, so ExcuseMe still in the lead here. You know, we'll look at the units killed tab right here. So we have 20 SCVs lost for Happy, as only 16 for ExcuseMe. So actually, the Zerg is still in the lead after that. Now crushing down the rocks on the back here, destructible debris, and 2 more Banshees now heading back out. I believe these were the same ones that were saved. No, they were not. They're the ones that he just made. So Happy going for his own 3rd base as well. So this might turn out to be a long macro game after a semi all-in from ExcuseMe. I still believe he's really far behind in terms of, I mean, he's got more workers than one, 46 drones to 26 SCVs, but when Terran's on equal basing with you and he's getting his 3rd base out earlier than yours, you're in for a long ride, and it's going to be a difficult battle uphill, in my opinion, for ExcuseMe. So we'll have to see how he plays this out. Another drone getting taken out, 2 drones getting taken out. Spire up on the way here, actually, so let's see what he decides to build. Maybe he's going to get a couple mutas or corruptors, and he does opt for the mutas, which is a good option in my opinion. Gonna lose that Banshee, so not the best control out of Happy here for his Banshees. I feel like he could have even ended the game with the first 2 Banshees if he had a little bit better control, but yeah, he is gonna have 1 Banshee left with 14 HP here, now retreating. Hellion control here, taking out all the lings, but Roach is gonna be able to. Oh, no, he actually just barely slips out of there. So Happy's 3rd base is now down. His orbital is already morphed. So a couple lings running in here to distract for those missile turrets, which is good. The Mutalix actually should be flying in here. So he's got 2 turrets up in his main base, but actually looking very good now. If ExcuseMe is able to lock down the 2nd base and is basically going to put Happy on 1 base, then ExcuseMe should be in very good shape to take it away. So look at the units lost tab. He has evened it up fairly well. Once he loses these refineries, he's actually going to be ahead now. There we go. We see the Terran going ahead in the resource loss, and that's not something you want to be ahead in, not at all in this game. It is so crucial that you every building counts, every unit counts, especially in the early games. Thor out. Very nice for Happy. He should be able to ward off any of these mutas right now. He's going to be able to harass back and forth, but these mutas are getting super low. these low mutas are all going to get taken out. And ExcuseMe, he wants to be careful as well. He doesn't want to lose these SCVs, or mutas rather, but he's doing well, taking out a couple of the SCVs. Now let's look back at the workers killed, and he has moved ahead 27 to 22, and he is taking his third base. So he is doing relatively well, catching up. He's got his double Evo chambers coming up. He wants to maybe start up the upgrades here, but meanwhile he is floating 800 minerals. He just used half of it there, and there he goes with the ground level 2 carapace. So he's going to go for the upgrades for his roaches rather than his lings, which is quite curious. He has one armor already. 3 changelings here just morphing in. They're not even morphed into Marines yet, or SCVs rather. Oh yeah, Marines, sorry. But they're just chilling out over here in the corner. And yeah, I mean, Happy has been able to stabilize with that one clutch Thor coming in there. Muta's trying to fly in here, but they're gonna have no way to harass this mineral line with 3 Thors out on the field. And this is going to be a mechanical play out of EmpireHappy. He's got 3 factories, 2 tech labs, and 1 reactor for the Hellions. So this is looking like a very peculiar game here. Still on 2 bases, just now getting his 3rd base up for ExcuseMe. And yeah, Happy's on 2 bases. He's got 3 command centers. Those meals are going to very much heavily favor him. Income tab, we can look at you know, the Terran is able to keep up because of those meals. Main base is almost mined out. A couple of mineral patches already gone. So Happy is going to want to take his 3rd base very shortly if possible. But at the moment he's just turtling and trying to build up some units so that he doesn't get harassed by mutas anymore. And ExcuseMe now transitioning into mass roaches. So if we look at the units tab, he's got 35 roaches. Versus only the 4 Thors for Happy. So it's actually looking very bad for Happy right now. These roaches are going to be able to wreck through those Thors, assuming that they can get a surround and a nice concave on those Thors. If Happy decides to move out here, he might be in some trouble. He may want to make some siege tanks. The siege mode is already done, so he should have some siege tanks out right now. He should be able to secure the 3rd base, which is basically the way he wants to play this out now. He's not going to be able to attack and finish the game anytime soon, especially not versus these roaches here. He's now up to 41 roaches and some mutas, warding away the Banshees. So yeah, we got another change thing out on the way. We got one more Banshee in the middle of the map, but we do have the roaches moving out here. We do have quite a few roaches now. We got 49 roaches, and if we look at the production tab, he is not stopping at all. Zerg missile level 2 attacks on the way. Carapace already done. So this is gonna be very brutal if oh my god, Happy needs to back up. He needs the siege mode. He needs to turtle, but he can't really afford to. He needs this 3rd base up as soon as possible because his main is now almost mined out. And I don't know how ExcuseMe is going to be, or Happy rather, is going to be able to hold this off. Siege mode, but Roach is running right into the face of Happy, and I think this might be it here. Muta's running in as well. Roach is coming in for the front as well, and these EmpireHappy's Thors are just going to get melted away, and I think ExcuseMe is going to take this game. Great play by ExcuseMe to transition from Mutas back into Roaches to catch Happy off guard, and there's the GG. And yeah, that is game 1. Happy, ExcuseMe takes it right away in the first game. That was a very good game. Yeah, as I was saying, I really like the Muta Roach transition back into Roach, simply because he knew that Happy would overcommit and make some Thors and try and go for a mechanics build. He already scouted the factories. So beautiful play there. He prevented the 3rd base as well, came in through the back and just took Happy's units out. So that's game 1 for you guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, subscribe, leave me comments, like this video, and I will see you guys in the 2nd game. Thanks for watching. Bye.